This is the fifth wheel V40 Pro electric scooter. In this video, I wanted to review it and share my thoughts about what it was like actually riding this. And also I wanted to share with you some of its features that it comes with. If you're interested in it, then I'll put a link in the description below for you to learn more about it. Starting off, at the time of this recording, this scooter comes in at a price of only $300, which in my opinion, that's really affordable for an electric scooter of this caliber. It actually offers you some cool, unique features that I think is worth the price. So let's get into some of those features now. First of all, just taking a look at it, this is a nice size scooter. Sometimes cheaper scooters will be smaller, they'll be more condensed, but this thing is a pretty good size, which feels very comfortable to actually stand on it and ride. The handlebars come up a very good distance. And then not only that, but the base of this scooter is pretty wide as well. So when you're standing on it, your feet placement feel very comfortable and you feel like you have enough room. One sort of little downfall is you can't actually step on this back fender right here. It doesn't operate as a brake, so if you step on it you could end up damaging it, so don't do that. You can only stand on the base of it, but I still feel like the platform gives you plenty of space and I feel like it's a good size scooter overall. This scooter also comes with 10-inch solid tires, and I typically think solid tires are a little bit more rough when you ride on like cracks or bumps or going over top of rough terrain. However, the scooter also comes with front suspension and rear suspension. So actually it still makes for a very smooth ride. And then one of the benefits of having solid tires is you're not going to be prone to having a flat tire and be stranded somewhere on your scooter because these will never get punctured. So that's plus of having solid tires, and it definitely helps that it has full suspension as well. This is also a folding scooter, so it has a typical latch that you see in most scooters of this kind where it just folds down like this, and then it has a little clip right up by the handle here that you flip down and you're able to attach it to the fender here, and now you're able to pick it up. And this scooter is very manageable. It's very lightweight, honestly, so if you have to haul it somewhere or put it in your car, you should be able to do it with no problem at all. Make sure you latch it back on so that way it's secure when you go out for your next ride. Now let's actually look at the handlebar setup in the screen display. So when you turn it on, it's going to show you your miles per hour of how fast you're riding. And this actually has a top speed of 20 miles an hour. So it is a little bit zippy, honestly. And then it has 3 different modes that you can ride it in. It has eco mode, drive mode, and also sport mode, which is the fastest. One downfall that I see with being able to change these different modes is you have to double tap the home button right here to be able to switch it to the next speed level. And the problem with that is when you're driving and you're riding it, it's sometimes hard to like let go and then double tap it to go faster or slower. So it would be nicer if they put the control dial on a separate button tab. That way you can quickly go faster or slower speeds just by the tap of a individual button versus having to double tap the home button. That just makes it a little more tricky when you're actually riding in a real world scenario. It also shows you your battery bars right here, so you know how much distance you have left to go. It says the maximum the scooter will be able to go is 24 miles on one trip. Now that's probably in the best conditions and in eco mode. So if you're riding this thing in sport mode and you're going fast and you're constantly stopping and throttling, you're gonna get less range than that, obviously. So that is something to be mindful of. This scooter only comes with one braking mechanism, and that's right here on the left-hand side. And it's a mechanical brake that works the back tire here. I feel like it works great, and you're able to stop this scooter pretty quickly and abruptly and safely, so I didn't have a problem with the braking experience with this. It also comes with a bell. Works great. And then right next to the bell is actually a control dial to turn on your blinkers, which I feel like this scooter does a great job at integrating its blinkers. They're located right here in the handlebar, and it creates a beeping noise once you turn it on, which I feel like that's awesome. That way you don't forget about it and you can remember to shut it back off. I feel like the blinkers are very visible and bright and easy to see, and they illuminate on the front side of the handlebars and the back side of the handlebars. So I feel like if you're riding this thing in traffic or at nighttime, you're going to be very visible and it's going to be awesome riding it. Not only does it have blinkers, but it also comes with a front headlight, and it also comes with a rear tail light. And also it has a strip light down the middle of it, which is kind of cool. It's just a more of a stylistic light. It doesn't help you see better, but it just looks cool. And you can change the color of that light, but you have to download their app to be able to do it. So you can do that, and you can also change different settings through the app as well. One of the settings you can change is toggle on or off your cruise control, because yes, this has cruise control. So if you're using this to commute longer distances, you can enable cruise control, and that way you don't have to constantly hold down the throttle, but you can just rely on the cruise control to take you where you need to go. One other thing I did want to mention as well is the hand grips on these things feel pretty nice. They're rubbery, they're squishy, and they feel comfortable to hold on to while you're riding. Now I want to talk a little bit about the riding performance. So this scooter to me kind of has a more gradual acceleration, but when you're in the sport mode, it definitely does feel a little bit more zippy. This scooter, however, only has a 400-watt motor, so it's not the strongest motor. I still never had a problem going up hills or riding around my area where I live, but I do know that it's not the strongest motor I've seen, but it gets the job done for me. So that's kind of my thoughts about the motor. And like I mentioned before, this is a pretty smooth ride. I honestly had fun riding it around my neighborhood. I feel like the suspension did a decent job at smoothing out some of the imperfections on the cement and the sidewalk and stuff. So overall, I feel like this is a really nice scooter for the price. Obviously, it doesn't compete with like high-end scooters. Those obviously are a better riding experience and come with more features, but those are usually close to like $1,000, whereas this only comes in at $300. So for that price point, I think this would make a great commuter scooter, something that you want to have at home, something that's more affordable for you to just honestly commute to work or just go around the neighborhood if you live in like a city or something. I feel like this could be a good option for you. It's been fun riding it. The one thing I can't really speak to is the longevity of this scooter. I haven't had it that long, so I don't know if the battery is gonna die or something like that. So maybe if you own this scooter, let me know how it works long term, and maybe I'll make a follow-up video of how this thing holds up over time. But other than that, there it is, the Fifth Wheel V40 Pro electric scooter. Again, I'll put a link in the description below. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.